Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm the Man4 here, and today I'm happy to bring you a 123 and 4 gameplay I got using the Vector. And I don't know what it is about the Vector, but this gun has turned into my favorite SMG. Like, I've been getting a bunch of gameplays with this gun. I mean, they patched PDWs, not that great anymore. MSMC, you know, I don't do as well with that anymore. This gun and the MP7 are pretty much my go-to guns now for SMGs, but yeah, so I didn't really notice it during the game, but I watched it over again, or actually I did notice it, but like after it had happened, I was just like in shock because I didn't realize how well I had been doing. But I choked a nuclear, and it was from the stupidest reason. Like, it's during that time where you have your VSAT up, and it's at the point where the VSAT's like just going away, and so the VSAT's like fading out. And I mean, you'll see later in the gameplay, but I don't know. I probably should have got a better gameplay because I would have had the nuclear. But yeah, I've just been wrecking these guys' spawn basically the whole game, and so yeah, that's about it for the gameplay. But today I'm going to be talking about a more serious topic. So a lot of my subscribers that I've played with on the PS3 and that I have talked to before know that I live in Oklahoma, and I live about 15 minutes from where the Moore tornado hit on May 20th, I believe. And I was not at my house during that time. I was at school, but we were held in school for like an extra hour, and it was just ridiculous because the tornado was supposed to come south of Moore, which is where I am. And I mean, like last time there was supposed to be a tornado, it was supposed to hit us, but it went north and hit Moore. So I mean, we were pretty lucky not to just get hit by the tornado. But after they unblocked all of the roads, I finally had a chance to drive over there and see some of the damage. The Warren movie theater, and it has world-class IMAX, and it's basically like one of the best movie theaters in the state. It got hit by the tornado, but I mean, the building was like so strong that nothing really happened to it. I mean, a few of the signs were like taken down and stuff by it, but the whole building was still intact, which is good. I think it opened up like yesterday, so that's good. But the amount of like just debris that there was is just ridiculous. Like, they still had the places closed off. The neighborhoods that got hit really badly, they still had those closed off. And cops are sitting there. And oh yeah, this is where I choked my nuclear. Just pause the story real quick. So I see these guys are coming up, and my VSAT's like starting to run out right here. So I killed that guy, and my VSAT's out right now. I did not know that this guy was like sitting in the corner, like right next to the ladder. Like, he was just sitting right there. I thought that the guys were still climbing up the ladder. I had no idea he was just camping right there, but I probably would easily have my nuclear if I would still have my VSAT up. I don't know. But back to my story. Yeah, like, I drove by there, and there was a 7-Eleven where there was like 2 or 3 people killed inside the 7-Eleven, and literally, like, I didn't know that was a 7-Eleven because there was no way of telling like if it was a 7-Eleven, because it was just a pile of debris and rubble. Like, there was no 7-Eleven sign or anything. I mean, if you drove by a little bit more, there was one gas pump that was still sticking up, and that's about all you saw. And there was a pole that was just completely bent in half, like a metal pole. And I mean, again, like, I was just very fortunate that the tornado decided to go like a little bit north, because I don't know what it is with more, like 1999 tornado and then 2013 tornado. Like, they've had some of the two worst tornadoes ever recorded in U.S. history, besides the Joplin tornado in Missouri. But today, the day I'm recording this is Friday, and we're supposed to have some more severe weather today, so There might be more tornadoes, probably not as severe as that one, but yeah, like, I mean, it's just ridiculous how much severe weather we get in Oklahoma. Like, there's literally one day it was like 85 degrees, and the next day it was literally 40 degrees. And like we'll have a snow, like like in 2010 we had a blizzard, like a full-on blizzard, and you couldn't see, and we had like 4-foot snow drifts, and it was ridiculous. But like, and then last summer it was 110 degrees to 114 degrees for a week straight. Like, the weather here is just so surreal that you can't really like predict in the future. I mean, like, you can predict within a week, but you cannot predict months ahead or, you know, anything past that because of how unpredictable this weather is. But yeah, so I drove by that, and I drove by some of the houses that were just completely taken down. But what I thought was really amazing was that every corner of the street there was, I mean, I went a week afterwards, like a week after the tornado happened, and still a week afterwards, there were people everywhere just like helping out with water, and there were water stations every corner. Like, they probably have more than enough water by a long shot, but yeah, they have water. I mean, I even saw a phone charging station. The sign said "Charge your phone here," and there was like outlets and phone chargers. And like the amount of like support the community has given to these people is like amazing. Like, thanks to like Red Cross and all of these other organizations, the victims from the Moore tornado have, you know, more stuff than, you know, they could probably have imagined after just going through that. Because afterwards, you know, there were people that just had their houses destroyed. They had nowhere to go. Their cars were destroyed. Their houses were destroyed. They literally had to walk. Like, there was a line of people just walking on the side of the highway because they had nowhere to go. And I mean, you can watch it from the news and do all of this stuff, but you won't really know how, you know, bad of an event it is and how like significant it is unless you're actually here to like experience it. And I just hope I never have to experience something like that again, and I just hope that nothing comes like closer to us, because in that school, Plaza, there was an elementary school where like a bunch of kids died. Like 7 kids drowned in the basement because a water pipe like exploded or something. I mean, and that's just ridiculous. But yeah, like I support those people 100%. But yeah, that's the end of the gameplay. You'll see I go 123-4 here, and that's it for today, guys. Peace.